Boom. Hey! Pandora is right at the top there. Welcome, Pandora. Followed by Chrissy M., Susie Brizuela, Misha Oliver, Fox Hill Dreams, Kimini, Kathleen Cross, Shell Teresa, Julian Gautier, Tina G, Kathy Murphy, Stint Fan, Kathleen, Lucy, Watcher Sokol, M. Getz, Bernadette, Stephanie, Marty, and BDD in the Heezy. Ha ha! Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio. There she is. Matt Meehan, Homestead Life. Lee Saunders, Punxsutawney Mo, Sandra, the Trump Reaper, Amanda Crawford, Scott Samuelson, which is, by the way, that was the name of my wrestling coach in high school. Fun fact for you guys. RJ. Oh no, we got somebody named Zuma who wants Trump in 2024. Please, you need to leave. Your boy Ken, Samantha B, Patricia Haverkamp, Jen Murphy, Alaska Cindy. What? Did I totally miss the end of my music? What up? Oh my God. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is Storytime. Cling, cling. Welcome. Thank you, Susie Brizuela, for the welcome. Yes, today is Hump Day, also known as AKA Wednesday. And it's hot as fajizi up in this place. It's 80 something degrees outside. It's a nice day, and we got some things to cover, and we're going to do that, a little roundup in stories of the day. Stories of the day. The Trump Organization faces criminal investigation by the New York Attorney General and the Manhattan DA. Booyah! McDonald's workers are protesting their wages across the nation. They are not loving it. Fly around the world in 4 hours for $100? Boom! Sign me up for that Boom Supersonic that says they can make it happen. Somebody said it. Who said it? Who the faheezy said that? That's our latest game. We're going to play a little later. Last but not least, today's You Raggedy Bish is that Raggedy Mish. Raggedy Mitch McConnell. What up, guys? Yeah, so, all right, let's see. What do we got for randomness? This is random, but it's not so random. You guys know my sister, who is often on this show. I didn't see her during the intro, but she is known by me as Scribble My Dibbles. And today, May 19th, is Scribble My Dibble's birthday. It is her born day. That's my little sis, but she is highly accomplished and very lovable. Sis, there she is. That's a Scribble My Dibble. She says, I hear. Happy birthday, Scribble My Diz. Scribble My Dibble. I love you, sis. I love you with all my heart, and I am so grateful to have you in my life. That's number one before he gets mushy. Uh, Number two is something that I won't get mushy over, but I am also emotional about it. My Knicks, my New York Knicks, right? This is an Amari Stoudemire jersey. He was in on the Knicks for like a minute, and I got stuck with this jersey. Oh well. Anyway, I have been a long-suffering New York Knicks fan, and some of you, if you are paying just a little bit of attention, you'll notice that my Knicks have secured the number 4 seed in the playoffs. Now, you probably don't notice Brooklyn Dad tweeting anything about the Knicks, and that is by design. That is not by accident. Like most sports fans, I am very superstitious. Now, here's my loophole. My loophole is this. I feel like I can talk about it here on the show. I've talked briefly about the Knicks before, and all they did was they went on a run and locked down the number 4 seed. Go, New York, go, New York, go. I see you, Tracy. Yeah, that's my squad. I can't tell you how excited I am about these Knicks. I've been suffering for years. It's been forever. I think since maybe, 2013? Maybe we made the playoffs. So here's the deal. I'm not going to be tweeting about them during the game, after every game. No. But if they win a playoff series, and their first series is against the Atlanta Falcons, if they win against the Falcons, yeah, I'm going to celebrate because I don't know how often the Knicks are going to win a playoff series in my lifetime. So Shel Teresa says her son is very excited about the Knicks too. How can you not be? I mean, they very much overperformed this year. Can't wait. Their first game is this Sunday. I will be watching. Won't be tweeting. Won't be tweeting until they get those wins they need to advance. All right, so that's it for my random stuff. I believe, yes, it is. And Natalie Bierman's dad loves the Knicks as well. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our quick hits. Yeah, you going to jail, mofo. Ha! Get your ass beat in jail too. He probably won't be in general population. He'll probably be in like some federal penitentiary, and he'll have, maybe, I don't know. Do you get Secret Service detail while you're in prison? Is a good question, huh? Will his cellmate be a Secret Service guy? Who knows? That's an interesting question to ponder. Yeah. Anyway, quick hits, guys. Colonial Pipeline. Does anybody actually know if there still is a gas shortage going on? Because I've been looking around, everywhere trying to find, confirm whether or not the gas shortage is actually still a thing. Because Colonial Pipeline, as you guys know, they came under cyber attack by a little rinky-dink hacking organization called DarkSide. Well, DarkSide, normally they say crime doesn't pay. Well, not for those hackers, because DarkSide got paid. They got paid. Colonial Pipeline released $4.4 million. Yes, Scribble My Dibble says they paid the hacker $4.4 million. That's a whole lot of money to give to some hackers who could be a 400-pound guy in somebody's basement. Yeah, so they got paid, and the CEO of Colonial Pipeline, Joseph Blunt said, "It was the right thing to do for the country." He told the Wall Street Journal that. "I didn't make it lightly, the decision. I will admit that I wasn't comfortable seeing money go out the door to people like this." Well, it's not like $4.4 million. He probably has that much money inside the couch cushions on his sofa, because that's a drop in the bucket. Colonial Pipeline is responsible for sending out 100 million gallons of gasoline each day. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. So he's not going to miss it, but it would have severely impacted their bottom line if they allowed that virus to continue in their system. So maybe they need to do the smart thing and stop skimping on the cybersecurity and teach your employees, don't open up random emails. And that's to you guys too. Please don't open up random emails. And to those would-be gas hoarders, stop that shit. If you do this, you get this. If you do this, you get this. The only people causing the gas shortage are the gas hoarders. Stop that shit. It's stupid and selfish, for crying out loud. Today we learned that Demi Lovato now identifies as non-binary. Now, I've discussed non-binary on the show before. And what non-binary is means that the individual no longer identifies in the traditional sense of male and female. They consider themselves gender fluid. So, Demi Lovato is officially changing their pronouns from her to now it is they or them or their in the possessive. And she posted a statement. I don't have a clip of her video, but I thought it was a touching and sincere statement. She says, "Today is a day I'm so happy to share more of my life with you all. I am proud to let you know that I identify as non-binary and will officially be changing my pronouns to they/them moving forward. This has come after a lot of healing and self-reflective work. I'm still learning and coming into myself, and I don't claim to be an expert or a spokesperson. Sharing this with you now opens another level of vulnerability for me. I'm doing this for those out there that haven't been able to share who they truly are with their loved ones. Please keep living in your truths and know I am sending so much love your way, XOX." And so they made that statement, and I'm very happy for them. Now it's weird because you really have to step outside your norm in order to refer to people in their pronouns, but it's important. And as with anything, there's a learning curve, and as we evolve as humans, we understand that people deserve to be acknowledged and identified how they choose to be identified. I have people in my life, in my family, who are non-binary, and it takes a second for me to adjust in my brain. Oh, it's no longer he or she, it's now them and they. So that's what it is. And I'm very happy for Demi Lovato to be able to express themselves as they see fit. McDonald's is not loving it. Yeah, the workers for McDonald's have declared that today is now Walkout Wednesday. Walkout Wednesday, because they're tired of flipping our burgers and dipping our fries for meager wages. And, a lot of you may have by now seen that that workers in Denmark who work at McDonald's, they do the exact same thing, but they're making 20 something dollars a year. Sorry, 20 something dollars an hour. They have a full month of, or is it 6 weeks of paid vacation? They have a full year of family leave, and they have benefits. They have health benefits. This is not rocket science, man. You provide people with jobs and with wages that they can actually survive on, and you have a much happier workplace and a much better work product. And for years, these millionaire and billionaire CEOs have been getting over on the working man and woman, on the working people. They've been getting over on us. And they assume that they can just give us whatever the hell they want to give us. But now it's funny that how the pandemic has shined a different light on these wages. And people are like, hey, wait, you mean I can make more money staying home than actually going to work? Huh, isn't that something? Yeah, it is something. And these employers, they need to up the wages. It's that simple. And a lot of people are under the misconception. It's a big misconception that these McDonald's wages and these McDonald's workers are mostly teenagers. They're not. Actually, here we go. I got a graphic here. Who benefits from a higher minimum wage? So what people think, they think it's the teenager that works part-time after school and they live with their parents and they're earning extra spending money. That's not the case. Excuse me. The average age for a McDonald's employee is 36 years old. 89% of these workers are not teenagers. They're 20 years old or older. 37% of them are 40 years old or older, and 56% are women. 28% have children. 57% of them work full-time, and on average, they earn more than half of their family's total income. So, yeah, that misconception is dangerous because it make people think like, what are they complaining about? This is just spending money. No, this is money that people are working, they're busting their asses for in order to survive. And often it's not just this one job they have multiple jobs. So come on, McDonald's, you're a billion-dollar corporation. Kick in the money, maybe give your CEOs less bonus money and give it to the workers. Let's redistribute this wealth. It's time. I'm not kidding. It's time. Do it. Do it now. All right. And now it is time for, I should have done this during the random stuffs. One other random stuff I do have is that this show tonight must end no later than 6:58. I'm telling you that. You have no control over when I end it, but I'm saying that because I'm going to be on Chip Franklin's show. He's invited me to call in to his show tonight at 7 p.m. At 7 p.m., I will be on Chip Franklin's radio show and talking about the talk. You guys know what the talk is. So I'm going to talk about the talk, and I'm going to be talking. All right. It's now time, ladies and gentlemen, for our timeline. Where is that? Timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Yes, Chip Franklin does have a show. I think it's called Inside the Beltway. I could be wrong. I'm sorry, I don't know I don't have the details, the information. He said he was going to post a tweet about it. Maybe look on his Twitter page. Um, yeah, but he's been on the radio for decades, like very long time. KGO Julien Gauthier wants to know, possibly. I know he's out there on the West Coast, and so is Julien Gauthier. Can you get that show in the UK? I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I don't have that information. He kind of asked me today on the fly, and I was like, yes, definitely, I'll do it. All right. Phyllis Hatch is confirming that it is KGO radio, and perhaps they have something online that people like Lee Saunders can check out from the UK. So, okay. First up, this one, this one is kind of hilarious. This is have you ever been a kid when you were a kid? Did you ever make noises that annoyed the hell out of your parents? Like for me, this would have been one of them. It's senseless. It has no purpose, no meaning, no nothing. Uh, and I can imagine that that really pissed the hell out of my mom and everyone else I did it around. This next video is something similar to that, but it was so funny to me. This cat, yo, what are they doing? This cat is saying, you hear this sound here? You hear this bowl? It sounds like that because this bowl is empty. This bowl is empty. It's great. Oh, I love that one. I love that one. And yes, Scribble My Dibble says, begging for more food. Indeed. Feed me now. This next one, so that cat was banging. This next one, this dog is grooving. That is just, I don't know if he's got an itch and that's his unusual way of scrap, but what is even happening? And mind you, guys, there was no music on this original clip. This dog was just dancing without music. So I added the music. It made more sense to have music there. Yeah, I definitely would turn on the video camera if my dog was doing that. Boy, if Wolfie was doing that, woo! Good God! Okay, last but not least, this next one kind of reminds me of this time when me, Nicole, Scribble My Dibbles, and my mom went to the zoo. We went to the Bronx Zoo, and my favorite animal back then was the elephant, right? And I think we were feeding animals throughout the day, and I had wanted to feed this elephant some peanuts or something, and my mom was like, "No," and suddenly this elephant sneezed right on my mom, sneezed on her, and that was like the funniest shit I thought. So this little clip kind of reminds me a little bit of that. It's different, but it kind of reminds me of this. Because this elephant ain't having it. So he's being nice and letting them pet him. Wait, what just happened? He just hit that girl. Well, so the girl apparently was taking a picture, and I guess... Oy! I'm sorry. I feel bad for laughing at this, but it's funny because inside, I'm thinking, here she is taking the picture. And he's like, "Bitch, I told you no picture." No pictures. If you want pictures, you gotta pay me. And he says to the other camera person, "You lucky you far away. I can't reach. But you, I told you, no pictures." All right. Moving right along, I'm going to keep the show moving. You guys know what time it is. The roll call. We're skipping that roll call today until I can figure out a better time management system for this show. My time management is way off. I'm sure that girl is okay. By the way, I feel guilty laughing, but that shit is funny. Okay, then we're gonna jump on to this first one here. So this was the news dump from last night that had all of Twitter and all the whole news world ablaze because we learned that New York Attorney General Letitia James is now conducting a criminal investigation on the Trump organization. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, the Trump organization was already being investigated by the Manhattan DA. So the fact that Letitia James is getting in on the action, this made many antennae go, excuse me, what's happening? A lot of people, up until now, have really been doubting that Teflon Don is going to see any kind of consequences for his felonious actions. But that shit is official. And so what it means is that the New York Attorney General has some information that is actionable. And most likely it is from this guy here. This guy is named Alan Weisselberg. Alan Weisselberg was the CFO of the Trump organization. And he's the guy who knows where all the bodies are buried. He literally, one person said, I can't remember who said this, but they said like not one dime leaves the Trump organization without his knowledge of it. So he had a tight grip on all of the finances. And his daughter, oh, here it is. Right. It was Corey Lewandowski who said that. Former Trump campaign official Corey Lewandowski says knows of every dime that leaves the building. So apparently, Alan Weisselberg's son, Barry, was married to Jennifer Weisselberg, and they got a divorce around 2018, 2019. And it was a messy divorce. And that's a messy family. But this messy divorce does not bear good fruit for the Trump family because she has boxes and boxes and boxes of financial records. And she's not happy with her father-in-law. And most certainly, by extension, she's probably not happy with Trump and his organization either. So this is exciting. What else is exciting is I learned today, some of you guys might have already known this, but I don't pay attention to every last thing he does. Honestly, I don't. But I just learned today that Trump is no longer down in Florida in Mar-a-Lago. He is now at Bedminster in New Jersey at his golf club, the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey. So why is this significant? Because a lot of people were wondering if he stayed down in Mar-a-Lago, would Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, would he be able to block any attempts to arrest Trump, to extradite him to New York? And well, he's up in New Jersey where Governor Murphy, I think it's Phil Murphy, Uh, oh, Natalie says she told me yesterday. I didn't know. Yeah, Joyzy. Yeah, Phil Murphy or Governor Murphy, whatever. He will not hesitate to ship Donnie in a heartbeat, in a New York minute. All right. So he is apparently having a fundraiser. He's not phased by this at all. His reaction to this is it's a witch hunt. They're always trying to find something with Donald Trump. No, they're not trying to find it. They found it. They found that shit. These are professionals. They're not, they don't need 15 minutes of fame. They're doing their jobs. They don't need to be in front of the cameras or making any kind of splash. You are not running for anything, Spanky. You're not running for anything. So they're not doing this for any political points. They're doing it because they're doing their job and they're doing it well. And you are going down. You're going down. So yeah, he's going to have another super spreader event in Bedminster on May 22nd. It's the MAGA Action Pack fundraiser. So he's raising more money. Presumably, he's telling people that it's so he can run in 2024. But realistically, the rest of us with a working brainstem know he's raising money for his legal fees. Legal fees, because, hell, New York don't play around. New York does not play around. Seriously. They don't play. And I'm excited mainly about the notion of Ivanka going to jail, because some people were saying that Ivanka actually runs the Trump organization. I don't know how true that is, but I believe that, she is definitely complicit in all the crimes that went on. Look, if you knew your own dad was kind of loopy and crooked, you would have to keep an eye on the some of the financial goings on if you had any kind of stake in that business, which she does. So yeah, just think about it. She's people were saying last year that she was planning on running for president to be the first woman president. I don't know if you can do that from the jail. You can't do it. I'm pretty sure you can't do it. Complicit Barbie. Yeah, complicit Barbie. There she is. So, complicit Barbie and the rest of the demon spawn are seriously going to have to lawyer up and cop a plea. Maybe throw Dad under the bus, because I don't think he will hesitate to throw. I know he won't hesitate to throw Eric under the bus. And Don, same thing. The only person he'll hesitate to throw under the bus will be Ivanka. He'll hesitate, but he will throw her under the bus too. He will. He doesn't give a damn about family or about anyone but himself. So stay tuned. Next up, yeah, and lock them all up. Lock them all up. I feel like I feel like it's so ironic that they spent years talking about lock Hillary up, lock her up, lock her up. They led chants about locking her up, and Hillary is just, she is sipping her Merlot. She is chilling. She's enjoying the fallout. For about a half hour yesterday, I was on Hillary's Twitter page, and I was just like refreshing, I was just refreshing to see if she was going to drop one of her classic tweets about this latest development. But I think she's going to wait until we can hear the sound of metal clinking on his tiny wrists. Okay, so next up, I found this story extremely interesting. Some of you may recall the Concorde jets that would fly to and from Britain to New York at supersonic speed. It was 12 1,250 miles per hour these things flew. Very, very fast. Very fast. And they haven't really improved much on that at all. They started flying the Concorde jets back in 1969. Yes, the Concorde did blow up. Thank you, Fox Hill Dreams. Heathrow to JFK, Lee Saunders is saying. New York to Paris, Julien Goutier is saying yes. um, so yeah, they started flying these things in 1969, the year Scribble My Dibbles was born. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Scribble. I didn't mean to out your age. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Um, so yeah, but these planes were really expensive to fly. Expensive as hell. It was $12,000 for a round trip ticket on this thing. $12,000, which would equate to $20,000 today. Strange that it's not more, but yeah, um, it would cost $20,000 to fly round trip on one of these Sonic Boom flights. So and this is the interior. They had two rows on the left, two seats on the left, two seats on the right. Excuse me. But a new company has launched an initiative to improve on the design and the speed of that flight, and it is called Overture. And the name of the CEO is Blake Scholl. So he wants these things up and flying, not up and running, but up and flying by the year 2026. Um, this these planes will seat 65 to 85 people, and they will fly at Mach 2.2 speed, which is twice as fast as today's subsonic airliners. And it's intended to be a carbon neutral plane, which is that is the way you have to be thinking if you're developing new technology or anything. You got to think about the carbon footprint. Um, and so the CEO says what you're basically doing is sucking carbon out of the atmosphere, liquefying it into the jet fuel, and then you put that into the airplane. So when it goes out the back of the airplane, you're just moving carbon around in a circle. You're not adding to the carbon, you're just using what's already there, which I think is it's a brilliant concept. So a flight on this thing, apparently it would be from New York to London would be 3 hours and 15 minutes. From Los Angeles to Sydney, it would be 8 hours. Um, I'm not sure what the flight time is for regular planes now. I think regular planes are like 6 hours from New York to London and maybe 12 hours from Los Angeles to Sydney, Australia. Um, the goal, the goal is for these things to reach one to the price to get to $100 per person, um, but it would take 3 generations to get it down to 100 per person, and 3 generations is roughly about 20 years. I had to read that twice because I thought one generation was 20 years, but they said it'll take 3 generations to reach $100 per person. I think it's exciting and it's fascinating as hell. This is what the inside of the plane would look like. So no more sitting right next to someone. People who like to travel with their spouses or with with somebody else, they might not dig that, but this is ideal in the age of COVID when you don't necessarily want a middle seat next to you, or maybe you don't even want anybody sitting right next to you. So this is an interesting design, I think. Um, maybe for people who are flying business, and they no longer have to be concerned about having a bed, for instance, for those um, cross Atlantic flights. They usually have a bed where you can sleep because it's a long flight. You don't have to worry about that anymore because it's so fast that you could leave, at 8 o'clock in the morning and be there before lunchtime. And so the whole design of the plane is meant to be clean and streamlined and very energy efficient. Are those seats staggered? Misha wants to know. It doesn't look to me like there's a whole lot of leg room in there. I'm not sure if they're staggered. They might be. I don't have any other angles aside from what I'm showing you here. Um, but I would love to fly in one of those things at least once, maybe just once. It looks cool as hell and super fast. The only thing I wonder is if it's if this thing is flying at Mach 3, am I spending 3 hours with my face like this? Pulled by G forces. I don't want that. All right. So next up, I have a new game for us to play. It is Who the Faheezy Said That? So we've done a version of this game before, but it was with tweets. Who tweeted that? This is a little bit different, and this is really going to test your memory because there's some quotes that are very well known and some quotes maybe not as well known, but when you hear it, you'll be like, that sounds like so and so would have said that. And that's basically what it is. Basically, I'm going to read a quote to you, and you have to guess who is the individual who said it. I think the first one might be a little easy. This first one has training wheels on for you guys to get the feel of this game. When you have figured out who it is that said it, what is this memory you speak of, BD? That's Jim Rubin. um, when you figured out who said it, type it in, hit send, and I will read off the first 5 or 10 people's names who have correctly guessed who said it, who the Faheezy said it. Okay, you ready? Here's the first one. First one, listen up. You're a lying, dog-faced pony soldier. Lying, dog-faced pony soldier. Thank you for that time check, Jennifer Rayner. Oh, thank you. Okay, I see we got a few people who have guessed. Let's see. Yeah, that's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Um, okay, so if you guessed Joseph R. Biden, you are shocked and you are also correct. It is not Trump. I see quite a few of you guessed Trump because it is kind of a Trumpy thing. And he said this actually to a citizen in one of his town halls, which was, it was weird. It was very weird. I remember when he said that, and he kind of jokingly said it, but it came off as that he was a little frustrated. So we got Cha Cha, Valerie G, Sharon Gibson, Julian Gautier, la la la, Kathleen Cross, Tracy M, Wilbur McCarthy, Misha Oliver. Somebody guessed Jordan. Nope. It is not Jordan, nor is it the Kofefe clown. Cindy C. It was Biden, but not during a debate. And Phyllis Hatch. Yes. Okay. Next up. Here's the next one. Lee, you're not too tired. You can get this one. You're going to get one of these. Hang in there. All right. Next one is we had no domestic attacks under Bush. We've had one under Obama. I'll read it again. We had no domestic attacks under Bush. We've had one under Obama. I'm seeing some guesses here. They're saying Trump, Hannity, Lindsey Graham, Sheila Bird said all GQP. No, it's not McCarthy, Susie Brizuela. No, it's not John Boehner. It's not McConnell. It's not Hannity. Trump, McCarthy. No. Okay. So I will reveal to you no one has guessed correctly. It was this jackass, the so called America's mayor, Rudy Giuliani, who you could not get for 1 minute to stop talking about 9/11, conveniently forgot that 9/11 happened during Bush's tenure. Rudy Giuliani. Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself, Giuliani. Okay, the next one, this one is going to be easier. I promise you, you know this. It's still shocking to me. It's still shocking when I read this quote. Here it is. I've now been in 57 states. I think one left to go. I've now been in 57 states. I think one left to go. "57 states, one left to go. It's not Trump. It ain't Trump." Ah, we did get one correct guess, two correct guesses, three correct guesses. Yep. It was, sadly, I hate to say, it was President Obama. And I tell you, you see this picture here? You see his expression? It's hard to get an expression where he's not photogenic. He doesn't look like he was ready for the camera. This is about the best I could find. Marie from New Jersey, guessed correctly. Kathleen, Alaska, Cindy, Lisa Hathaway, Sharon Gibson. Jim Rubin said Heinz ketchup. He's silly. All right, so that is that one. That was very tough. Here's the next one. I don't think anyone's getting this one. I am stumping the hell out of you guys today. This one. I have made good judgments in the past. I have made good judgments in the future. I'll read it again. I have made good judgments in the past. I have made good judgments in the future. Guys, I want you to go easy on yourselves. Don't beat yourselves up that you're not getting these quotes. We're all suffering from information overload, just so you know. All of us. It's not easy. It's not Ted Cruz. It is not Bush. It's not Trump. It's not MTG. And these are all actually quite excellent guesses. It's not Hillary. It's not Nostradamus. But that's a good one. Pasta D said Nostradamus. Nope, not McCarthy. It's not MTG. Not Randy Quaid. Okay, la 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 la. All right. It is a blast from the past. Oh, Synth Fan. Yes. Synth Fan. Just as I hit click on the next one. Synth Fan and Samantha B. through Dan Quayle up there. Correct. Dan Quayle. And wow, man, I wish I had been paying attention to some of the things that this knucklehead, this guy who wants to put the letter E on the end of potato, that he had said. If he had been around during, like during the social media age, oh man, it would have been hilarious. Oh, constant memes for this guy. He was Dan Quayle was the vice president for George H.W. Bush, and he was an early prototype of the dumb Republican. And the dumb Republicans are like a meme now. Um, and he was in the beta testing stage for dumb Republicans. Here's the next one. I'm sure a whole lot of you are going to get this one. They misunderestimated me. They misunderestimated me. Misunderestimated. Who said it? Who said it? Who said it? Misunderestimated. And okay, we got a few correct guesses. It was a baby Bush, aka W. Let's see. And I have it with the mission accomplished banner incorrectly posted behind them. We got Jim Rubin, guessed W, Synth Fan. Alaska Cindy said Baby Bush. Jen Murphy said W. And Scribble My Dibble said Bush. Gavin Rutherford, Samantha Hawkins. And it does actually sound like Trump, but no, W was also chock full. He was version 2.0 of the dumb Republican. We got increasingly dumber and dumber and dumber in the Republican Party. Ness from Connecticut, Samantha Hawkins, and Misha Oliver and Amanda Crawford, all correctly guessing George W. Bush. Okay, this one, pay attention. I expect 100% correct answers on this. 100%. If you go out and buy groceries, you need a picture on a card. You need ID. I'll say it again. If you go out and buy groceries, you need a picture on a card. You need ID. And I can see that I'm getting 100% correctamundo from right at the top is the lady who said she cannot win. She is not good at this because she's tired. Lee Saunders correctly guessed Trump, followed by Catlini, Cindy C., Stella Baxter, Susie Brizuela, Water Sokol, Cha-Cha, Lucy, Alaska Cindy, Punxsutawney Mo, Fox Hill Dreams. It's not Hannity. Jim Rubin, Julianne Gauthier, Tracy M, Phyllis Hatch. No, it was not BDD. Samantha Hawkins, Marie, Kathleen Cross. Very good, guys. I see you too, Karen Purdy. I see everybody got this one right. Okay. Next one. This one is hilarious to me. You ready? Here we go. Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? I'll read that again. Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? is our children learning? These are good guesses. They are not correct. I've gotten. It's not Betsy DeVos. Those are very good guesses. Or Sarah Palin. So far, I've only gotten one correct guess, and yes, synth fan, it is George W. Bush. George W. Bush. Oh, Cindy C. also guessed George W. Bush. Yes, yes, our children is learning. I is learning. Yes. Sharon Gibson also guessed W as well. Okay, watching my time. Thank you. Holy shit. All right, next one. This one is going to be tough. I don't know if you get it. I think that gay marriage should be between a man and a woman. I'll read that again. I think that gay marriage should be between a man and a woman. It's not MTG. It's not Pence. That's a good guess, though. Not Barrett, not Mitt Romney or Betsy DeVos, Lauren Bierman, Palin, Pence, not Santorum, Abbott, Lady G, Pensifer, Graham. No, no, no. I'm going to give you the answer because I'm running out of time. It is get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. It's the governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he was governor of California. Those words came out of his mouth. Indeed, they did. All right, next up. This one is just head scratching. Head scratching. I was recently on a tour of Latin America, and the only regret I have was that I didn't study Latin harder in school so I could converse with those people. I'll read it again. I was recently on a tour of Latin America, and the only regret I have is that I didn't study Latin harder in school so I could converse with those people. Latin. Oh my God. So I'm seeing. Oh, look at that. I got one correct guess so far. I got two correct guesses. Okay, I'm gonna show you it. Yep, it was once again Idiot 1.0 Dan Quayle. Dan Quayle. So we got Synth Fan, who is apparently was a fan of Dan Quayle. She's so familiar with his quotes. Let's see who else guessed Dan Quayle. It was Cindy C. Also guessed Dan Quayle. Just for the record, I'm sure you guys already know, but and Kathleen Cross also got Dan Quayle. It was not Tracy M said potato head. Natalie Bierman. Yeah, it was not. They do not speak Latin in Latin America. They speak Spanish or Portuguese. In some places, they speak Portuguese. Good Lord. No, 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 no. This is the last one here. So prepare yourselves. This one I'm sure you will know. Frederick Douglass is an example of somebody who's done an amazing job and is getting recognized more and more, I notice. Thank you, Cindy, for the 6-minute buzzer. And you guys are correct. Yes, that one. And this picture, by the way, this will never not be funny to me with him sitting on that tiny table. I mean, it's just hilarious as hell. 652. Da-da-da. So we got Catlini. Catlini. Marie from New Jersey, Synth Fan, Alaska Cindy, The Trump Reaper, Misha Oliver, Asmila J, Susie Briswella, Watcher Soko, Lisa, oh, nope, not Lindsey Graham, Samantha B, Tracy M, Stella Baxter, Fox Hill Dreams, Kathleen Cross, Pasta D, Samantha Hawkins, Jen Murphy, Punxsutawney Mo, Pandora, all correct, Amundo. All right, so I'm going to jump right on ahead to You Raggedy Bish. Okay, and today's You Raggedy Bitch is this Raggedy Mitch. Raggedy Mitch McConnell. So first, we found out yesterday that that Kevin McCarthy, who was previously in the You Raggedy Bish slot, Kevin McCarthy opposed having a January 6th, the formation of a January 6th commission. Why? And now Mitch McConnell, the Senate minority leader, is also opposed to the formation of a January 6th commission. Why? Why? They were all gung-ho about the Benghazi Commission when it stood to benefit them and it stood to hurt our leading nominee for the 2016 election. They had no problem with that. Years and years of bullshit congressional hearings and millions of dollars spent. Why are they against the formation of a January 6th commission? Why? Because it absolutely will damage several key members of their caucuses, of the Senate Republicans and the House Republicans. Yeah. And they know it. It's no secret. Everybody knows. A whole lot of people will go down, and that includes Ted Cruz. It includes Josh Hawley. It includes Paul Gosar. It includes Marjorie Taylor Greene. It includes Lauren Boebert. It includes a whole shitload of people, and possibly even Kevin McCarthy, too. Yeah? Kevin McCarthy was there, was having that loud argument with Trump about calling in the National Guard and telling the people to go. Yeah, I guess you're just not as upset about it as other people are. Yeah, so they are just covering their ass, but by covering their ass, they're also asking their entire caucus to overlook the attack on our U.S. Capitol, the attack that resulted in the deaths of police officers and civilians. So, yeah, this is inexcusable. Like, by attempting to protect insurrectionists, they are doing themselves no favor. They're doing themselves major damage. I only hope that our Democratic party and our media can capitalize on it. And yeah, I'm saying our media because we know it's no mystery. CNN and MSNBC are left-leaning. They are our media. Capitalize on that shit. They should be pounding it on a regular basis. Okay, 657. Boom. Oh God. All right, so I need to leave in 1 minute. So guys, thank you again for joining me for another awesome episode, abbreviated episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dan. And if you gotta go out, please remember to Wear your masks. Wear your gloves. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a wonderful, beautiful evening. I will see you here tomorrow, same time, same place. If you can, please listen in to the Chip Chip Franklin show in a few minutes. I love you all. Peace. Uh. Hey, hey. Boom. Hey! Tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Good God! Yes, and speaking of good God, thank you to our mod squad for keeping this room, this show, clean and free of the trolls. And Catlini, thank you for the reminder to please hit the like button, smash it with your finger on the way out. Hey! 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 Eponymous George, I didn't even see you until now. E.G. in the Heezy. Oh, there's Victorina. Mari Wyatt is here. She says she needs the... You need to leave. Hey! I never realized how long this song is. This song is long when you gotta go. All right, guys, I love you very much. And now I'm going to say, you need to leave.